Hi everyone! Tonight I'm going to make a sweet and sour tofu dish, and I found this recipe on a site called eatingwell.com, and it'll be my first time trying the recipe. These are some of the ingredients. Obviously I've got my pack of tofu, sorry, extra firm tofu here. It's organic. I'm going to use some snap peas as opposed to bell pepper, and also mushrooms as opposed to bell pepper. You need some ginger, some garlic, ketchup. They call for rice vinegar. Don't have that, so I'm going to use red wine vinegar. A can of pineapples. These are not crushed, so I'm going to just give it a little quick pulse in my blend tech. Some soy sauce, and I don't have cornstarch, I don't think, so I'm instead going to use a little bit of flour. I'll be back. Okay, I just pulsed the pineapple a few times, so I have a bit more of a crushed pineapple now, which is better for the recipe. And what I'm going to do now is take the tofu, which is the extra firm, and I'm just going to cut it into chunks. Make it as big or as little as you like, but I'm going to put it into little cubes. Just taking all of this and slicing it. Maybe that side's good like that, and then I'm just going to turn that and continue slicing. You can use a bigger knife, which of course I have and I'm not using. And just slice until you have them into cubes that I'm going to show you that will look just like about this size. So get that done, and I'm going to do that and be right back. I have my tofu cut into cubes and set aside, and now it's time to add the wet ingredients to a bowl. Now I'm taking a 1/4 cup of the juice that was reserved from the can of pineapples. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the red wine vinegar. Since I don't have rice wine vinegar, hopefully it still tastes okay. That's 3 tablespoons right here. Ketchup, 2 tablespoons of ketchup. This is this an organic brand I like? Anyway, it's not Heinz. It's President's Choice if you're in Canada. So 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Oops. And 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. It says reduced sodium soy sauce, but this is what I have, this is what I'm using. That's 1. That's 2. Now you're going to whisk them all, so I'm just mixing that a little bit. I'm going to get something to whisk that with. Okay, so you whisk this. Then you're going to put the tofu in here and let the tofu coat and marinate for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. So I'll be back in a moment. Actually, made a little mistake. You're supposed to coat the tofu in about 3 tablespoons of this mixture, and then to the rest of the mixture you add your 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of flour, and then you're going to mix it up to thicken up that recipe. It's to thicken up the mixture before you get it on the stove. So here we go. So while this is marinating, mix this with cornstarch or flour. There you go. See, it's all dissolved. And after I let this marinate for a bit, I'm going to get the oven on to start doing the cooking. I'll be back. Alright, the next step is to put your tofu in a pan over medium-high heat. Probably slightly too high. If you have a slotted spoon, you can just scoop it out. Okay. You're just going to saute. Cook this for about 7 to 8 minutes, because that's what the recipe says, and then transfer it to a bowl. And in the meantime, the sauce that you have left, put it into your other bowl that you've been reserving the main majority of the sauce, and whisk that around in there, because you'll use that in a little bit. Okay, so after sauteing for about 7-8 minutes, or 10 or whatever, you're just going to transfer the tofu to a bowl. Now, I was frying mine in some refined coconut oil, just because my daughter doesn't like the taste of coconut oil. You can use what you like. You can use canola oil. And I'm going to add a bit more of the coconut oil to the pot for the rest of the recipe. I have minced up my garlic and ginger, and you're going to saute that. Until it smells nice and fragrant, and it already does. Once that's fragrant, you're going to add your snap peas. Saute this a little bit. Saute just until they're a little bit soft. After you've sauteed that for a couple of minutes, add your mushroom. And saute a little bit as well. And once this is sauteed for a little bit, you're going to add in that sauce. Okay, now that I've sauteed that for a little bit, I'm going to add in my sauce. And you're just going to stir around until it starts to get a little bit thick, which it already is. Okay, that's getting a bit thick. Now you're going to put the tofu back in, as well as your pineapple. Okay, then you're just going to mix it. You're going to just mix this for approximately 2 minutes. Incorporate everything, let it all heat. And then it will be ready to serve. I have my rice that just finished cooking in the cooker, so that's cooling. And I can't wait to try this. This will serve about 4 people. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, here is the final product. Now I've made some brown rice, and this is the tofu, and it tastes really good. I've already tried it. Sweet and sour, made from scratch. Try it for yourself. Let me know if you like it. Thanks for watching.